drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop till I see the light. I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. You know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. You can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. We're gonna get real. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. I'm feeling nice, my little lady. She's gonna keep me moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop, she's gonna treat me right. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. And you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. And we're gonna get real. Come on, baby. Let's take a ride. I don't know where we're gonna go, but first, let's dance. You know I used to smoke too much, and you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much, and you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and we're gonna get real. Oh. I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side. I'm feeling strong, my little lady. I'm gonna keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn.
Giottos is so good. These chocolates are what? Chocolates. We're here about astrophotography. What are we doing? Wrong video. Whoops.
What have I done? Ooh, what have you seen? Early at night, got in the fight, in the candlelight, looking through the screen. Now what have I done? What have you seen? You know there's no future in love when a person has come in between. Jamie's gone, Jamie's gone. Can't look back and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone, Jamie's gone. Left last night and now it's been so long. What have you seen? There was nothing to say, took her away, and I feel the pain. Made love in vain. Oh, 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 what have I done? What have you seen? She knows there's no future in love when a person has come in between. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long. Ooh. Ooh. You can't hear these words I say when you're a million miles away. Yeah. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long. Jamie, come on, Jamie. Yeah. And now you feel so strong. Jamie, come on, Jamie. Yeah. Left last night, and now it seems so long.
What the hell's wrong with my telescope now? Damn, what's wrong with this thing?
Another lost Lone Ranger. Can I break this spell? You want things right. You are making two things wrong. If I want that fine line, I'll always take the ball. If I don't do the left, I can hear from the right. I sleep all day long, and then I'm breathing through the night. I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all of the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I felt a lot of women refuse to understand. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take the world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government You're all wanting the same thing. The ticket for your money, I'm with every spring. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 It's gotta mean something. It's gotta. All right. Where did my color go? Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control, using a powerful hand. I wanna be you, I wanna see you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn to wait. I wanna see you, I wanna be you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late, late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You've gone black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. Another man come around today, gonna mess with my dream, gonna take it all away, take it all away. I'm just a boy with nothing to lose, got my head in the news, got a bad attitude, yeah, gone away. So I play guitar. Another woman come around today, she wanna slice up my pie, she gonna try to lock me all the way, lock me all the way. I'm just a boy with nothing to lose, got my head in the news, got my bad attitude, yeah, don't care, 'cause I got nothing to lose. Don't care, 'cause I won't let them bring me down.
So it's a wonderful night tonight. It's really good. You know, cloudy nights and not cloudy nights, but clear dark sky and was it clear outside? Says it's going to be a wonderful night tonight. I mean, last night was wonderful. Tomorrow's supposed to be great. So I think I'm going to leave my telescope out all night, and it's going to be a really nice night tonight. So I'm hoping to get some really good shots of the Cave Nebula, which is part of my astrophotography meets D&D imaging. I know it's kind of looks scary, like the way I look at my eyes, kind of crazy. It's pretty cool, but I'm super excited for tonight, and let's see what kind of data I got. Oh yeah.
Can you hear me?
Dude, I swear to God, these clouds are just pissing me the off. I don't understand. I don't listen to these things anymore. I can't take it. New York, you suck. And you know what? I'm so done with all this. My telescope's out here, chilling out, and all I got is freaking clouds and PhD beeping at me for no goddamn end. Unbelievable. What am I going to do? I need to move.
Can you hear me now?
I'm so finished with this. I hate this.
I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all the stops.
Alexa, set an alarm for 9 p.m. today.
I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the upside. I'm feeling strong, my little lady. I'm gonna keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop till I see the light. I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. You know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. You can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. We're gonna get real. Oh, I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. I'm feeling nice, my little lady. She's gonna keep me moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop, gonna treat me right. I'm feeling good.
Alexa, set a 22-minute timer.
To the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. You know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. You can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. You know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. And we're gonna get real. Come on, baby. Let's take a ride.
Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
Oh, that's echo again.
Still got the echo? Shit, what the fuck, man?
Let me look at something real quick. We never had this problem before.
No.
I'm wondering if the money. No, this one might be money. It's definitely coming from your input.
You know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. You can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. You know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. We're gonna get real. Oh. I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side. I'm feeling strong, my little lady. I'm gonna keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn.
Giottos is so good. These chocolates are what? Chocolates? We're here about astrophotography. What are we doing? Wrong video. Whoops.
What have I done? Ooh, what have you seen? Early at night, got in the fight, in the candlelight, looking through the screen. Now what have I done? What have you seen? You know there's no picture in love when a person has come in between. Jamie's gone, can't look back, and now he feels so have you seen? There was nothing to say, took her away, and I feel the pain, made love in vain. Oh, oh, what have I done? What have you seen? She knows there's no future in love when a person has come in between. Jamie's gone, Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone, Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long. Ooh. You can hear these words I say when you're a million miles away. Yeah. Jamie's gone, Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone, Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long. Jamie, come on, Jamie, yeah. And now you feel so strong. Jamie, come on, Jamie, yeah. Left last night, and now it seems so long.
What the hell's wrong with my telescope now? Damn, what's wrong with this thing?
The lost Lone Ranger, can I break this spell? Do one thing right, do I make two things wrong? If I want that fine line, I'll always take the fall.
Nope, you guys haven't missed anything yet. So, we're just working on some audio issues. So.
I sleep all day long, then I'm breathing through the night.
If you come by 18, you're in time. So.
I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all of the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I felt a lot of women refuse to understand. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take the world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, You're all wanting the same thing. The ticket for your money ain't whatever else bring. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 Guitar Players Planet.
Just give us a couple more minutes, everybody.
It's gotta mean something. It's gotta.
Oh, back to the headset.
All right.
Jack? I can't hear you. Jack?
Where did my color go? Got your head in the sand.
Hold on.
You can't be in control using a powerful hand. I wanna be ya, I wanna see ya. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Yeah. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn a new way. I wanna see, I wanna be. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. I wanna see you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me. Don't try to sell me. Don't try to say it's too late, late, late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color. It's black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You're gone black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color. It's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. Another man come around today, gonna mess with my dream, gonna take it all away. Take it all away.
Nope.
I'm just a boy with nothing to
Still
lose.
sounds like the
Got my
webcam.
head and got a bad attitude, yeah.
But if I unplug in the web, you can't unplug the webcam.
So I play guitar.
My hair is fucked up.
Another woman come around today, she wanna slice on my pie, she gonna try to lock me all the way. Lock me all the way. I'm just a boy with nothing to lose, got my head in the news, got my bad attitude today. Don't care 'cause I got nothing to lose.
Now I can't see you.
Don't care 'cause I won't let them bring me down.
Yeah. Yep. So it's a wonderful night.
Let me see if I
tonight.
kick you out.
It's
I'm gonna-
really good. You know,
I'm gonna kick you
cloudy
out.
nights and not
then-
cloudy nights, but clear dark sky and clear outside. Says it's going to be a wonderful night tonight. I mean, last night was wonderful. Tomorrow's supposed to be great. So I think I'm going to leave my telescope out all night, and it's going to be a really nice night tonight. So I'm hoping to get some really good shots of the Cave Nebula, which is part of my astrophotography meets D&D imaging. I know it's kind of looks scary, like the way I look at my eyes, kind of crazy. It's pretty cool. But I'm super excited for tonight, and let's see what kind of data I got. Well, yeah.
Dirty.
Check.
I swear to God, these
Nothing.
clouds are just pissing me
Try-
the
Try
off.
on.
I don't
Yeah, I hear you.
understand. I don't
But try-
listen to these.
Just let's for shits
Things
and
anymore.
giggles.
I
Try
can't
on to
take it.
Dave's
New
number.
York, you suck.
I'll give you the
know what?
number.
I'm so done with all this. My telescope's out here, chilling out, and all I got is freaking clouds and PhD peeping at me till no goddamn end. Unbelievable.
509
What am I gonna do? I need to move.
454
I'm so finished with this. I hate this.
1946.
I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers.
Anything?
Check.
Check.
Same thing.
Same thing, huh? This is really frustrating.
I don't know
I don't know why it won't flip you over.
Feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take it to the other side.
Check.
I'm feeling strong.
Check.
Yeah, it's still not flipping
Did you?
me over to my headset. Even,
I
I try.
let's see.
Instead of
Going to advance,
try
try going into www.bmxfall.com.
Okay.
Try that.
Try that. That's the other website.
I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. I'm feeling nice, my little lady. She's gonna keep me moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop, she's gonna treat me right. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. And you can get me high.
Testing. Testing.
Check.
You know
There we go.
Okay.
So, try going back. Are you on your head? You're obviously on your headset now. I can tell the difference.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, it sounds a lot cleaner. I know it's annoying putting that thing on your head.
Yeah.
But you may want to get something like this, the little lav mic,
Yeah.
with a wireless transmitter,
Yep.
and use that. I mean, it's not that expensive. They're relatively, you get it from Rode for like, the Rode wireless one's like $99.
I may actually have one around here, but I'm not gonna look for it right now. But,
Yeah, no. I'm just saying. Next
yeah,
time.
I may actually have one. I know I've used it for my YouTube videos.
But that mic on your head sounds so much better and so little. You know what though? Can you do me a favor? Can you log back in on your regular number now?
Yeah.
Because your green screen is got to be okay.
Yep. No problem. All right.
That's all right. I know it's fine. See, I'll turn myself off now.
I'm feeling strong, my little lady. I'm gonna keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn.
Giotto's is so good. These chocolates are what? Chocolates? We're here about astrophotography. What are we doing? Wrong video. Whoops. Check. Nope. Check. Very little in the background, but I still hear it. It's like, if you have your speakers on, not your headset speakers, your actual.
Early at night, got in the fight, the candlelight, looking through the screen.
Check.
Now what have I
That's
done?
It's very minimal. I think I'm doing it from the earphones, but that's okay. I can deal with that. That's really not even
You
bad.
know there's no picture left when a person has got me
Right.
Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone. left last night, and now it's been so long. What have I done?
What?
What have you seen? There was nothing to say, took her away, and I feel the pain. Made love in vain. Oh, oh, what have I done?
Okay.
What have you seen?
Right.
She knows there's no future in life when a person has come in between. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long.
Okay, good to go? And we're coming in. I know you guys have been hearing me the whole time, I think, so it's okay. So we're coming in 3, 2, 1, and we are here. And I've been hot mic'd for the past 25 minutes. And so,
sorry, guys.
No, that's listen. It's all good. We had some technical issues, and it's finally we're here. Sorry, we're late.
Yep.
But sometimes this is not our normal, 10-minute lateness. This is we've been having some audio issues. I think it might be a combination of me switching over to the new system and something going on Eric's Windows side. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Something that we're gonna have to work through. So I apologize about the lateness. Well, if you put it out this way, it's just 30 minutes less of us talking garbage, not about astrophotography, and now you'll be getting more pertinent stuff that you might actually be able to use. So Good. So, I got some good news in my little blue book here that I'm looking forward to sharing. The first, which is not that small, is NEAF. I know NEAF. You're 6 months away, right, NEAF? For whatever reason, don't know why, but NEAF already opened vendor registration today.
What?
And I think that Prima Luce and AstroWorld telescopes were probably the first two to sign up because we're already in. We're already in. So we're gonna be going. Obviously, we're not gonna do. They changed the map of NEAF. It used to be
Really?
It used to be 5 tables in each section. Now it's 6.
Oh wow!
So
they're
they're
expanding.
It looks like they're expanding, and they're expecting a larger turnout because of the eclipse year that we have. Regularly.
Yeah.
The only thing that's out of whack is that NEAC, for those of you that are NEAC fans that go to it every year, it's the Monday, Tuesday, and not the Thursday, the Thursday, Friday.
Which is kind of weird. But...
Well, from what I hear, there was a little booking snafu with a wedding and the hotel, and don't know if that's true. That's unconfirmed accounts, but I'm just saying.
Right.
But so we're in already. It's already paid for. We're in. It's good. So for those of you like Star Walking that wish to donate $1.49 and $3, appreciate it. Every dollar helps. Please pay for our table or help us pay for our table. They raised the prices again.
Of course they did.
So it's pretty expensive for 2 tables. I can't imagine what. I mean, Celestron's the big one of the group because they have like 8 or 10 tables. I don't know how they do that because 10 tables times by an average of $600 a table. That's $6,000.
They're a big company,
so
they're much bigger than us,
Yeah. Yeah. So, but you know what? It's gonna be great. I have a feeling it's gonna be great again. It's gonna be great again this year. And Frank Beener from ZWO. What's his name?
Beener?
Beener. He just put a light one of our AstroWorld posts. So good
Nice.
to see him around. Tom, Dennis, Secret 47, I see. Ross Newman, Maddie, Nikon Jack. Sorry I didn't get to call you back again today. I apologize. I was working at my somewhat real job. Let's see, who else is out there? I see Starlancer Jason. I see Wilfredo. I see who else? ICXT9. A lot of people, lot of good people coming on. So,
Ross says, "Let's be honest here. I'm only here to see Eric on a headset."
yeah, just don't heat up the tin.
Yeah.
Don't heat up the nachos in a tin. You'll blow up the microwave. So yeah, so awesome time, and I got some more news on AstroPalooza level, but I'll save that till later. Did I show what I was working on at the beach the other night? I don't remember
No,
if I
you
showed it.
didn't.
I didn't.
No,
All right,
you
I want to
don't
show
believe
that
you
real
did.
quick. Let me see if I can grab that. And while I grab that, you could palaver about something that you've been working
Yeah,
on.
but don't forget that right now we have, I'm trying to stay up on stuff as much as I can. So yesterday I got on top of taking care of our image of the week poll. So it was out, it was ready to go first thing this morning. So yay there. And don't forget now, everybody go and vote astroworldweb.com/IOTW and vote for your favorite images of the week. Do not forget to also vote for the novice bracket as well as the experience bracket. We have two of them. You just got to scroll down a little bit further and get to the novice bracket, and it'll be really cool because I think it's also good information, and feedback for people to know how well they're doing, when it comes to the novice side. And so definitely just go there. I have to get the image of the month up and going. I don't think I got that one up and running yet, but I will soon enough. And that will be, ready to go soon. Starlancer, I've had an itch for visual, which is pretty unusual for me. You know what? Every once in a while, it's kind of cool to see the objects through an eyepiece. But then again, there's other times where it gets so darn frustrating because all you see is this faint fuzzball, or something like that. Now, for example, Andromeda, it's a faint fuzzball when you try to look at Andromeda, at least for me, through an eyepiece. And I did have some pretty cool luck visually seeing a few of the globulars like M13 and M15. Those came out pretty cool. But yeah, I'm sure if you're going to a star party and you have much darker skies, that will definitely help. But but every once in a while, I still have a few of my smaller 1.25 eyepieces. I got rid of all of my 2-inch eyepieces, but I still have some of my 1.25s, basically for helping me with planetary or getting ready for planetary. So yeah, there is clouds always getting in the way of your shot soon. It's so irritating. Yeah, no, for sure. And again, before I forget, to my sisters down in Florida and everybody else that are down in Florida in the Tampa area. I've got friends who are over in the Tampa area. Please stay safe. If you've gotten out, great. But if you've decided to hunker down or try to ride this hurricane out, please continue to do your best to be safe. it's a category 5. It is absolutely insane. And just in having to deal with, you just had to deal with Helene, and now you're dealing with Milton.
Yep.
It's unimaginable. I mean, this is on the scale of, I would think, even on Katrina's scale, and we all know how bad Katrina was. So please, everybody in Florida and in those areas, stay safe. I mean, I'm lucky that my sisters, they live in Jacksonville, so they're on the east side, versus on the west side where the
Where they
Gulf
got
is, but
slammed.
where they're getting slammed, but they're still getting a lot of
Oh yeah.
rain.
Yep.
And a lot of rain and a lot of wind. So I have to check on them constantly to
Yep.
make sure that they're all good.
The
But
one good thing about Facebook, and I'm not a big fan of Facebook. Personally, I hate it. But the one thing that's good about Facebook is a lot of people use it to, during these situations, they put themselves marked safe from these situations. And
yes,
so even if you can't get, because in these situations, sometimes you have internet, but you don't have any phone capability.
yep,
And so when you can sit there and get yourself marked safe and let everybody know that's friends with you that you're okay, it really does. It does help. It does
it
help.
does
So,
absolutely help.
so I don't have any family down in Florida anymore. I have friends down in Georgia and Savannah areas still,
Hmm.
but I don't have anybody down there anymore. So I just feel bad for the people. I mean, like I was just in Asheville in 2019 with my wife when we were looking to move down to the Carolinas,
Hmm.
and I recognized some of the places that that were on the TV that we had dinner in, and it ain't there no more.
No.
It's not there. They just see the sign. I only saw the sign, and it's like, oh my god, we ate there.
Yeah.
And it's really kind of.
It, it's crazy how all this, no matter how you think it's all, comes about, but just these storms, and they keep
Oh
getting
yeah,
more and
Scott still
more
lives there.
intense.
Scott lives there
Yes,
now.
Scott's
I
lives
totally
down
forgot it.
there.
Somebody said that in the chat. Who said that? Does Scott still
Yes.
live there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's down
Dennis.
there.
Yes, he is. He is down there.
Yep.
So, was downgraded
Two or three.
to a 3, but it's going to make landfall because I know it was at a 5 at one point.
It was. It was.
Today it was still at a 5. The winds were still at a Cat 5, but
Yeah,
it's at a Cat
it's all
3
those
now.
warm Gulf waters that kind of
Hmm.
makes it pick up, pick up
And it's the
strength.
storm surge. It's the
Yeah.
surges,
Yep.
you know, that are just something. But just
It is.
still, nonetheless, please stay safe.
Yep. Absolutely. Hunker down, get through it, and you
Yeah,
know. Where does he live now? I don't even know. I kind of lost track of Scott. I feel so bad.
yeah.
But anyway,
Is he? Yeah, I'm not sure if he's down like in Clearwater or something. I'm not 100%.
I don't remember. But here you go. Check this out. Let me see if I can
Yeah,
bring this up
yeah.
real
Let's see
quick.
what you got.
I got two mice, so I'm kind of like being ambidextrous here.
Two
So
mice, two cheese. Uh-huh.
two mice, two
Two mices.
keyboards,
Two mices.
two computers. It's getting kind of crazy. So so here's what I kind of got. And um hold on, Eric. Oh yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um
yeah. I just muted myself while I was taking a drink.
okay. Why?
So, just because.
But so this is what I got so far, and
Okay,
just from looking at it, and I'm gonna throw this out there to people. And Eric, you're gonna have to kind of let me know what they say. I'm gonna throw
sure.
this out to the chat and say, how much time being in Bortle 8, 8 plus, do you
Hmm.
think I invested in this photo?
This is a great question.
How much time do you think I invested in this? And you go. I'll give you a hint. It's between 0 and 40 hours. so 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 it's not higher than 40 hours. I'll even give you not higher than 30. But so
Okay,
just
Matt says 26.
26 hours. Okay.
Wilfredo says 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay.
Dennis is at 40.
40
Starlancer's
hours.
at 12.
12.
No, now Wilfredo changed. He actually said 20 hours. He meant
20.
hours. Jackie is saying 24 hours.
24.
So, yes. Seeker 47 says 26. Thomas Duff says 29.9999.
This isn't the Price is Right to get the closest without going over.
Exactly.
What do you think, Eric? You don't know anything about this photo. What do you think?
No, I don't think about the. No, I don't know much about this photo. I'm gonna say around the 20-hour mark.
20. Are we done?
That's what nobody else
I
is
heard
chiming in.
I heard
right
20, 24, 26. I think 29,
now.
9,
Norm
9, 9.
says 6 hours.
6.
Yeah. Thomas is 29. Seeker is 26. Matt's asking what scope and camera.
This is an AS. That's a good question. That's the first question.
That's a very good question.
You could ask questions here. It's a 2600 ASI
Mhm.
2600 on an FRA 400.
On an FRA 400. So
Mhm.
this is faster than I was thinking. Wow. Then I'm thinking it's under 20.
Now you could do guess number 2. So now you got some information. Feel free to make new guesses if you so desire.
And what filter did you use with this? What filter? You used a one-shot color and what filter?
Bastard. So this is a 4 nanometer Altair dual band.
Okay. Dual narrowband at 4 nanometers.
4 nanometers.
I'm gonna go to 12. I'm gonna go down to 12.
Go down to 12. What else? Anybody else got anything?
Norm is staying with 6.
6.
Jackie's gone down to 9.
9.
Seeker saying he's playing it safe at 25.5.
25.
LCXT9 at 24 hours, 35 minutes, and 32 seconds.
Okay. Very, very precise. Very precise.
Yes, very precise. Starlancer's at 12. Seeker 47's at 11. Wilfredo is down to 2 hours now. Mike Gibbs is at 4.
Okay.
Ross is even asking, did you take this from your home base?
Home base, yes.
Yes. Okay. Greg saying, I'll stay with all of the above.
All of the above. All right.
Okay. So
would it shock you for me to tell you that every answer was high?
Oh, wow. Every answer
was high.
Holy cow.
This is 45 2-minute shots. 90 minutes.
90 minutes, an hour and a half.
90 minutes.
Wow.
That's
impressive. That is impressive.
And with my shoddy processing skills. So
wow.
90 minutes.
90 minutes. Nicely done. For 90 minutes, this is awesome.
90 minutes.
This is some really good detail.
This started off being a joke, kind of. Not a joke, but a teaching thing.
Sure.
With let me go back to the right screen here so we can show our lovely faces.
Jackie's asking which camera was this?
The 2600.
The
color.
2600. One-shot color.
Yep. With the 4 nanometer dual band. So
with a 4 nanometer dual band, Aunt Leah, Altair dual bands, excuse me. With
this
a
filter.
4 nanometer. That is impressive.
Okay, so I mean, I actually had to make the stars bigger on this because the star control on this filter was so tight that I actually had to make. You know what I forget which star that was. It 57 Cygni over here or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah,
You
it's
know,
57.
52,
Yeah, it's 57.
57.
I think it's 57 or 52, but I know it's one of those.
Yeah. So that was too small. It held it so tight that I actually had to make the stars bloated a little bit to make some. And
Wow.
yeah, so I was very impressed with the filter. But this started as a teaching thing. I had a friend of mine come over and we took some images, and this was him learning Nina, basically.
Okay.
And I went out with the Pegasus. I went out with the FRA 400 and the 2600 that that a buddy of mine kind of lent me for one Cherry Springs and never took it back. So if you ever want it back, you know who you are. Call me, please. Let me know. I still have it, Mr. Santos. But yeah. So I took it.
Tom's asking, what did he win? You won knowledge.
Yes. You
won.
win nothing because you were all over. You were all overshooting. But 90 minutes on that photo.
90 minutes on that photo.
It literally took me to the point where, you know what? I want to get that 20 hours now and see what it looks like.
See how much more.
I mean,
because that's some really good detail.
Yeah.
What did you use for field of view?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Well, your field of view, that's your the field of view, that's a combination of your camera and your
sensor.
scope.
Yeah, sensor and focal length.
And that's an APS-C sensor.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now I have my own to share. What did he use for his camera? It's yeah, he just
do you mean did you mean the framing? Is that what you mean? The field of view? Like how did I frame it?
How did you frame it?
Is that the question? Yeah, Tom, you win nothing. You won a Medio Uranus Medio whatever the other week. So you win nothing.
Yeah,
yes.
He's meaning yes.
Yes-ish. So yeah, so I did it right in Nina. And Nina has a framing wizard in there. And as long as you put in your proper focal length, your sensor size, you have all the things set up so it knows how big your sensor is, knows how big your field of view is, and knows how big the sky is, right? Mm-hmm. You just got to put your sensor square. So if it's a rectangle, in my case, it's a rectangle. In a 533, it would look like a square because it's 3008 by 3008.
You don't need to rotate with a 533.
But you can rotate if you want to. I mean, I don't know. Everything's the same size. But so I didn't rotate anything. I I just put it right in the center and whatever. And then with an hour and a half, you don't need to rotate. But maybe if I do a second night and a third night, and I plate solve to the center of the first picture, I may have to adjust for rotation, which the FRA 400 has a built-in manual rotator where I can kind of change the orientation of the camera in order to fit the picture, so I don't have to crop as much as I would have to when I was taking it throughout the course of a week or a month or a year. It's really important. No, it's not confusion seeker. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to give you any wrong information. This is, this is just like golf is a game of millimeters. So is astrophotography. It really is a specific hobby or lifestyle that we're into, and it's kind of like we just want to make sure we give out as good information as we are capable of. That's all.
Yes, absolutely. So, like I said earlier, don't forget to go to our website, astroworldweb.com/IOTW, to sign up for Image of the Week. We do have, and I will pull this up here.
What do we got?
I will show.
Oh no! Let me make. And Leon's getting larger. Hold on a second.
So let me just go there to the dashboard. It's going to take a sec here. Okay, and let's go to the website. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen here. Okay, so here we have our image of the week contest. AstroWorldWeb.com/IOTW, and for congratulations again to Mike and to William for their winning images of Sharpless 115 and a Triangulum M33, Triangulum Galaxy. So now for the experience bracket, we have the Bubble Nebula. This is by Norm Hughes.
That's nice. That's sweet.
It's nice. We have the Shark and the Rotten Fish by Wilfredo.
Sweet.
Yep. And we have the Iris by Chris.
You know,
And
when you
so far
do,
we've
when
got
you
15 votes for
when
that.
you
so
put
far.
that iris, when you start seeing the brown and the dust on that, I mean, I love that when you
Yeah.
have that. You know,
Yeah,
that means you put a
absolutely.
lot of time in. So,
Yeah.
how
you
much
did.
time did he put into that one? 7.
So 3 hours here, then 2, then 2. So 7 hours and 20 minutes. Yes.
Oh, that's
7
not that.
hours.
Oh, that's with the Gear 62.
And this was with the 1600.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Okay, and now for our novice bracket,
Ooh, what is that?
we have Sharpless 115 and Sharpless 116 and a few friends. Look, we have a little planetarium, it looks like, possibly here.
Yeah.
And this was taken by Steve Ibbotson.
That is sweet. I've never seen that one.
I've never seen this one as well. So this was nicely done. Unfortunately, Steve didn't add any specs as far as his rig and that he used or camera, because I would be very curious about that. And we also have the Northern Lagoon Nebula by Daniel LeBrake.
He's been showing up quite a bit. Damn.
He has been. He's
as of late.
Yeah, he has. I think the last three image of the week contest he's entered in, maybe last 3 or 4, and he's won, I believe, at least one of them.
Yep. Yeah, he did win one. Yep.
So, and this was
that's with the Carbon Star 8-inch RC.
Richie Creechin with the Player One Aries color.
Nice.
So that was a 533.
Nice. I see a lot. I keep on seeing a lot of these Player One cameras floating around.
Yeah.
They're starting to come by storm.
Yeah, they're making the statement. So definitely check these out. Go to the website and pick your favorite out of each bracket. So best of luck to our 5 contestants. Now, let me see here. I'm going to check something here because I don't want to
mess it up.
Okay. No, not mess it up. But because I have a minute and a half before I have to go check on my scope here.
Yep.
Because right now, if you guys see this, I have my
is that a house?
That is a house right there. I have my scope, my camera that I usually have looking at my scope. I mounted it under my OTA and onto the dovetail. So onto the Los Monte dovetail. So now it's going. So as soon as this thing gets ready, in about a minute, it's going to slew, and we'll see how now see what I get. The purpose of me doing this is because I'm tracking the Flying Dragon, which is at zenith right now. And with the Skyshed pod, I don't have a PTZ or the
the shelf.
the Zenith table. Yeah, the Zenith table. So I have to move the Skyshed, maneuver it a little bit so I can get into Zenith. So
There's your timer.
yeah, timer. Alexa, stop. So so we've got 18 minutes, and then it's going to slew and rotate. So we'll just give this a second, and let's see this bad boy move and see what happens here.
What time is it supposed to slew?
3, 2, 1, and let's get ready. There it goes.
There you go. Crash. No.
Dome. So now, yeah, so this is telling me basically I've got to go in and I've got to make an adjustment here. I'm
Maybe
gonna have to go.
Looks like
and
it.
make an adjustment. I might have to.
So what's the Yeah, you're gonna have to make an adjustment. So what's the left bottom hand corner? Is that your tube?
Yes, that's the tube. Okay. Oh no, it's clear. It's got it. Let's see. Let's hold on. Because if I swing over here, so
I got stars. Oh my God, it's full of stars.
Get stars. It's full of stars. So let's see here. Let's see how we're doing. See if it's solving. Mount sync. Not in sync. So it's reslewing. I think this, something like this, it's not a bad idea, especially in my case for right now, to have my camera this way, temporarily at least. Oh, there it goes. It's fine.
Nice.
You can see. So good. Yeah. And so now it's starting its autofocus routine. So we're good. And no. Oh, good thing I caught that. Or else it would have been slowing until altitude, and I'm gonna kill that. Say 20 degrees. That might be too low, but we'll see.
Okay, that seems to work.
So yeah, so it seems to be working. So happy with that. So all right,
cool.
So we're fine there. And so now I will share my image.
The rotten fish.
The rotten fish.
And how much time is that?
Take a guess.
Dark Nebula Bortle 6 with which scope was it?
The FLT91 with the reducer and Bortle 5.
Bortle 5. 13 hours.
13. So we got 13. So anybody else want to try? Guess the imaging. Guess the integration time.
Guess it.
Guess
24 for Wilfredo.
Okay.
This is a cool little game.
Yeah. 42.
The answer is always 42.
42. It's always 42.
What do you get when you multiply 6 by 9?
Mm-hmm. A lot of detail in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's sweet. 22 from Norm. 27 from, yeah. What else we got? What else? 20 from George. 2 hours,
2
30
hours,
minutes.
30 minutes. When I get some prints of it, right? Maybe. Yeah, I can send it. I can forward you an image, copy of the.
You'll get an 8 by 10.
8 by 10. There you go. Okay, so we've got.
We got
24, 42.
Looks like we're
22,
averaging about
20,
27.
18,
Was it mono or one-shot
2
color?
hours. Mono. This is with the mono. This is with the 2600 mono. This is LRGB.
Any other final
Any
thoughts?
other finals?
19 from Ross.
Right, 19 from Ross. Okay.
We got a ufologist out there. How you doing, Luciano?
And all right, so
I've been working on the Pac-Man.
Jackie says 36. Put it in a critique folder. Okay.
15 twice. 22.3.
15, and 15. All right. So I'll tell you right here. All right, here we go. Let's go to the project.
Are you going to make us read it? You can't just tell us?
So so hold on for a second.
Oh my God, what is all that math? I mean, I can't add that crap up. 13,500 seconds. Oh my goodness. How do you keep 26 people in suspense?
Yeah, I know.
Hurricane in Florida. Yep. We're watching it, and we're praying for the people out there, making sure everybody stays safe.
94,200 seconds equates to 26.16 hours. 26.16. So yeah. And actually that's what I ended up. I actually took a lot more than this. This is what, because there's a lot that I tossed. There was quite a few that I ended up having to toss because I did 24 hours alone just in luminance. So
there you go.
So there you go. So 26 hours. So I know somebody had like 26 or something like that. Jackie was at 27.
I forget what I said already.
Wilfredo was at 24. So thank you, Wilfredo. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. So cancel that. So yeah, this was 26 hours. And I'm really, just like with the Dark Shark, I'm slowly improving. I'm steadily improving,
I like the lightness
nebulae.
you got with the darkness and the lightness to the darkness towards the center. I like that.
Yeah. You even got, a little it was like maybe a galaxy right by her that's trying to creep through right behind some of the dust there. And so this, I actually, I got to thank Dave, because some of his tips that he shared just last week helped me out with this a bit. So thanks, Tom. Really appreciate that. So that helped me out a bit, as well as Sean, giving me some tutelage a while back, helping me out, learning a lot of this stuff. So, and of course, absolutely, Frank from SETI Astro.
Yep.
Some of these, some of the scripts that he has kicked out, that he's put out, I have heavily used. So, for example, with this, if you go to SETI Astro, the automatic dynamic background extractor was used. I did use a signature adder, just to let you know. There was the find background script.
That signature adder is a little bit of a pain in the butt to get started.
Yeah,
It's a little
but
bit of
it's
pain in
good.
the butt to get started. Once you get it working, it's great. But
Uh-huh.
it's
It is.
it's a little bit of a to do to get it working.
Yeah. And I also use Star Stretch, because when I ripped out the stars with
Yep.
Star Exterminator,
Yep.
and then I did the Star Stretch, and then a statistical stretch. I did use Image Blend. Yes, I did. Wilfredo, I did use Image Blend to help with blending the luminosity with the RGB. So that worked out quite well with this image. Um, and so I'm really pleased with this one. So there were quite a few image blend, with the luminosity, the image blend with bringing the stars back in, that helped out quite a bit. So yeah,
Awesome.
this will probably be another one that maybe I'll
A 4-foot metal print.
yeah, another metal print. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
So yeah. All right, cool.
Nice. Cool.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, very nice shot, man. Very nice. Sweet.
Thanks. So, all right.
Alrighty. So what else we got going on? All right. So it's almost 9:10. I think it's time to break some news here just before people start
Trying to
dropping off.
vote, but it won't let me. It says October 11th. Can't vote early. You should be able to vote. Select one of the choices and then click
Let me see.
on
I'll try and vote.
because others have voted.
AstroWorld.com. Let's see.
Yeah, Image Blend. I'm really enjoying using Image Blend. That script, so it's quite helpful. Yeah, Greg says he just voted a couple minutes ago. So as Ross was.
Let's see. I just voted for.
Yeah, Jackie.
I just voted for the experience bracket. Let me see the novice bracket. Let's see. I'll vote for that. Let's see. Novice bracket. And novice bracket went in. You might want to clear your cache and make sure that.
Yes, that may be one you might want to clear your cache.
Yeah, because I just voted. It worked fine. And I could only vote once, so I can't do it again.
Yep. You can only vote. That's weird, Seeker, because there's no restrictions on anyone being able to vote. You can only vote once, but you can vote for each one, for each bracket. So I'm not sure what is going on, but definitely check, maybe flush out your cache from your browser and try
that's
again.
what I would do. Oh man. So some news, right? So
yes.
I started to, it's October. We got October, November, and then it's AstroPalooza 3. So
Yep.
I'm starting to build the guest list I'm throwing feelers out and stuff like that. And we're almost full already as far as guests are concerned. Really. So scheduled to appear. Okay, and I'll save the one timers.
Hold that thought, because
what'd you do?
something's up.
All right,
we're
holding it because Eric's stuff is blowing up. So
yeah, my stuff is blowing. My guiding is totally screwed up. So give me a second here.
probably halfway into the dome. So Eric's guiding at about 9.7 arc seconds per pixel, and so the site won't let you vote. I don't know why, Seeker. What web browser are you using? I'm not sure why you're going on astroweb.com. Let me get rid of the one share here, and we'll go to just me with the bad hair, and And yeah, we are almost, and I'll wait for Eric to come back, because he doesn't even know who's going to be on the show. But we got some first timers coming on the show, a couple of decently big first timers, and as I'm looking right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people coming on with a total of 10 presentations. So, pretty cool so far. It's going to be cool. I'll wait for Eric to come on to announce the schedule to appear. And I'm waiting on one more spot that I'm kind of saving. Um, but just so you know, coming up in the future of guests to appear just on the regular show, Dr. Christian Sass from iTelescope just contacted me today, as a matter of fact, and he wants to be back on the show. Apparently, he's got something really cool to show us, and he wants AstroWorld to be the place where he announces and demos a new, supposedly, I could get this wrong, processing suite, that maybe maybe give him Pix Insight run for the money. Who knows? I don't know, but could be interesting to see. It could be interesting to see what he's got in store for us. So, I entiendo. Yo entiendo mucho español, Luciano. So, si tú tienes preguntas, hablo conmigo en español también. Okay? So, there you go. So, you'll need some serious drugs and throat. Yeah. So, mi español no está perfecto, pero por un gringo está bien. Okay? So give me a little bit of, so and the Astroworld has a lot of friends in South America. We have what's his name? We have oh God, Maxi Falieres from Argentina, who comes on quite a bit. He's going to be on again eventually. You still got 18 minutes to, well, you still got 2 days to vote. So I try it again tomorrow because you got till Friday to vote. So en serio, Luciano, si tú tienes preguntas, está bien, pero dame segundos para Google Translate to para ayúdame para translation. So yes, for those of you that are fascinated by my Spanish, oh, gracias, Roberto, gracias, muchas gracias. Pero yo hablo español con un acento italiano, so lo siento. Pero yo no italiano aquí, yo tengo Irlanda y Alemania, so toda la gente sabe que yo estoy italiano, pero no. so I know, Bob. I know. So we have a Spanish speaker in there, Luciano. He had some questions, and I was able to kind of help him out maybe a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see. So maybe we'll do AstroWorld TV in vivo. So live. So now that you're back, are you good?
Yeah, but taking that camera off, taking it off. It was good to know, but now it's guiding. It's doing fine.
Okay, good. All right. So AstroPalooza update.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna save the new timers to the last, but I was telling everybody we have 10 presentations right now booked, scheduled to appear.
That's awesome.
With 13 guests. Okay. So people that have appeared before that are appearing again. Molly Wakeling,
Yay, Astro Molly.
Wayne Parker, and Sean Nielsen.
Awesome. Love seeing those guys.
Masters of Pix Insight, all three.
Sweet.
And Trevor Jones
Oh,
is
cool.
back.
Trevor's coming back. That's nice. Good to see Astro Backyard hopping back on.
Those are all the prior offenders. All the rest are new.
Whoa. I thought.
Hold on. I didn't say the new
one,
people yet. I didn't say
no. I thought no, not a new person, but I thought someone from down under was
he
joining
has
us.
not. He has not confirmed yet. So I just
okay. So
that's Dylan O'Donnell. Dylan O'Donnell said most likely.
Okay.
But he has not confirmed yet. So everybody else that I'm about to mention are new offenders to the AstroWorld family, the AstroPalooza family.
All right.
Okay. So I'm going to try and do this in kind of a weird kind of order. So the first new offender is somebody that's in the chat, Wilfredo from Wilfredo's Astrophotography is going to be on and doing a presentation.
Very cool.
Followed by somebody who I already mentioned, Guido Orlemans from Guido's Astrophotography. He has confirmed.
Astro Forum. Very cool.
Okay. Followed by Mr. Frank Setti Astro has confirmed.
Nice. Frank, that would be great.
Okay. Followed by Carlos Aragon for Reach from the Stars.
Oh, cool. Carlos. Very cool.
Followed by Simon Tang.
Yeah.
He confirmed. And
that's cool. He's got some good solar stuff.
Finally and lastly, Ryan from Dark Rangers will be on to hang out with us on that day as well. So I think I got everybody there.
Hey,
now,
stranger. Hey, Cinto. What's up, stranger? Welcome.
Was that?
Good to see you.
Oh, Cinto's back.
Cinto's back.
But those are the 10 that I have booked right now. A lot of other people are traveling, so they couldn't make it. I did throw it out to a lot of other people as well. I won't mention who, but they will be on the show. And Simon is also going to be on his own show on a Wednesday night before then. So, and don't forget to catch me also on the last Friday of the month, I think it is, for the What's Up webcast and at Skywatcher. So I'll be on that on the last Friday of the month.
Okay.
So that's going to be cool. But yeah, it looks like a great lineup. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely, it's going to be good. So I'm super psyched for that shot of whiskey at the end. That's been a tradition, I guess, now.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. And I will be, screaming it probably at the TV because Army Navy will be going. And if they keep on the same trajectory, it's gonna be a really good game because both of them right now, Army and Navy, are both 5-0.
Wow.
So yeah. So I will be excited if they stay on this path. That should be a really exciting game.
Yeah. So, I'm excited too. Wilfredo, I'm really excited.
Secret figured it out. Sweet.
Nice. Yeah, you got to press. Is that your final answer? I think, and it zooms you back up to the top for some reason. I never figured out why. But
gotcha.
Star Pictures Miami. That's a new name. I haven't seen that name yet.
Oh, welcome.
Welcome to the show. I hope you like it. Hey, if you haven't heard, go. And I'm gonna make the website, the AstroPalooza website again, like I did the last time, and to put the guest speakers to be, those to be, that are going to be doing presentations, and it's going to be cool. It's so far we're at about 6 to 7 hours right now.
Okay.
So our longest one was the first one, probably because we had no idea what we were doing, and we were crazy to do it like from 10 to 8. I think it was. It was something stupid.
Yes. Some crazy.
Yeah, it was. That was so insane.
We had to reel it back.
Yeah,
had to
that
reel
was
it
so
back.
insane to do. 10-hour live stream, and I think I actually had 2 shots on that one because it was so insane because we didn't realize that it was actually going to have that kind of response of people that wanted to be involved. And all of a sudden, I couldn't say no to anybody, so I said yes to everybody.
Right.
And but now if we decide to maybe next year do 2 Saturdays or 2 days instead of one because of the amount of speakers and do 4 and 4, well, I don't know. I don't know. Right now the 7 hours, it's not that difficult for the speakers, and it's not that difficult for us if you think about it. It's just being on for 7 hours. We don't have to do a lot. It's
Right.
we're on to our next speaker, and here we go. Thank you, blah, 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 blah. It's great. BS for 5 minutes, and then we're out drinking and having dinner or whatever, and then we're back in 30 minutes, and then we get back on the show, and we said, oh, and we're back to our next speaker. They're waiting in the wings. Here we go. And that's it. But I mean, it's a lot of fun to do. It's a forum where you could get some knowledge from some of the foremost people in the industry, and
Yes.
it's amazing that they all want to and they do it all for free just because we don't pay them, we don't do anything. It's all about getting the word out and getting the knowledge out there to help people that are new. So if you haven't seen AstroPalooza 1 or 2, they're both on YouTube. You can kind of scan through them, and just hang out and look at it.
Yeah, maybe you should set up a playlist on YouTube just for the AstroPalooza streams.
Yeah, I think there's
Just so
one
people
for
can hop over
AstroPalooza 1. I never got around to 2.
to do. Okay.
Yeah, I never got around to 2. It was just Dan do a
Do a
shot.
Tom's shot after every speaker.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
9 shots?
Oh, man. Wow, that's something.
Oh my
But
God.
hey, Star Pictures Miami, so glad to hear, that you're doing well. That you guys have dodged.
Yeah, look at that.
I know
Yeah.
you guys have you guys have had your fair share of hurricanes, of course. But Milton has made landfall. Dennis did make that in. He did say that in the chat that it hit Bradenton, Florida, as a Category 3.
As a 3.
So, yeah.
So I'm glad it diluted or diminished or whatever you call it with the
weakened a
weakened
little bit.
Because it could have been an S show. If
honestly, it still could end up with the storm surges and all that.
Yeah,
Just
you're
people
gonna
just
get a
stay
lot, but you
safe.
know what? The wind dies down. The storm surges are horrible. Don't get me wrong, but with the minusing of the wind, if you add that 140, 150 mile an hour wind to a 20-foot storm surge, it's a lot more damaging than an 80 mile an hour, 90 mile an hour wind. It's still horrible. Don't get me wrong, but at least it did weaken a little bit.
Seeker, yes, you absolutely can. What you'll need to do is you'll set it. There is software you can use. I don't know if you have one. I would seriously consider you looking into if you're using a DSLR, because it is compatible with using a DSLR. Look into the ASI Air. It's not that expensive. They're relatively inexpensive. You can frame very well. You can do whatever, if you have to rotate or do any type of adjustments, you possibly can do that. But you can definitely use your DSLR, and you can then set up, if you do have a mount or anything like that, depending on what your target is, you can do long exposures, but definitely just as Jackie mentioned, be aware of the 500 or 600 rule that some people they fought 500 or 600 rule to avoid star trails. You make sure you have the right exposure time to to avoid those star trails. I haven't used I haven't figured the, you know what? I haven't heard about the 500, 600 rule. I know what they are, but I haven't used them in such a long time since I had my own cameras,
Yeah.
my own DSLRs and stuff like that. I can vaguely even remember what it all
The
is.
only thing you
So-
need to know about the 500 rule is watch Dylan O'Donnell's 500 rule video. It's a minute and a half, and you'll get everything you need to know about it.
Yep. There you go.
That's it.
There you go. That's it.
Telling you. It's
Yep.
worthless. It's worthless. You know what isn't worthless? So I love my new toy. You know what my new toy is?
What's that? What's your new toy? Ah, new watch.
Apple iWatch. Apple Watch.
Nice.
I love this thing. This thing is great. It's classic.
Yeah.
I love it. And I haven't worn a watch since like probably the 80s.
Okay.
And I love this. I mean, I don't have to carry my phone with me. I answered a phone call on my watch. It was great.
Yeah, same. Hey,
It's
I've
great.
got my old school one. I got mine here, so
As long as you
I've
don't
had
mind
one.
it being on speaker, who cares? Unless
Yep.
you can pair it to ear pods. I think you can, but
Yeah.
pretty cool.
You still on the 1-Up? You still on? Looks like you're still on the 1-Up.
Am I? Oh my God! I'm sorry. Ooh,
You're fine.
my bad. My bad. I just didn't want to see Eric no more because I want I'm watching the 2-Up on the preview, and I'm sorry. My apologize.
That's fine. It's okay. Yep, Christmas sales are coming up and all that stuff.
Yep.
So
Yep. They're already putting out the dealer notices on put in your orders now for the holidays, that kind of stuff.
Norm said, Eric's like, get
my face back up,
man. Get my face back up here, man.
Telling you.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting more data on that veil, both sides with Pickering's triangle. I think that filter in an hour and a half did very well. I thought it did unbelievable. So
yeah, well, that's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive.
I was kind of amazed at it, actually. I to be in. I'm going to close this door because the dogs
to be at like Portal 8 skies and being able to get that in just 90 minutes. That's impressive.
Yeah, there was 90 minutes, and literally like maybe 30 minutes in processing, maybe something like that.
Yep.
I did almost the same thing like you. I did a dynamic, SETI Astro automatic DVE. I did the pulled the stars out. I made the background dark. I pulled out the saturation of the nebula. I did a little curve kind of thing. I put the stars back in using the narrowband RGB stars script using HA.
Yep.
I pulled
getting the nice colors.
Yeah, well, there's another thing out there. I don't know if a lot of people know about this. Let me see if I can bring this up, and if you don't, let me see if I can bring this up. What is it? Is it a script? What is it? Is it utility? What did I do with it? Star trails, no. SETI Astro rendering. Oh, what the hell is it? Maybe I can look in the History Explorer. Of course, it just tells me the steps. I downloaded it. Let me see. Oh, I look under my processes. Hold on a second. Updates, repositories. The last repository, Astro. DB extract. Have you heard about this? From AstroCetas.com. No. So DB extract, and I'll show you real quick what it is. So DB extract on the bottom right here, dbextract.astrocetas.com.
Okay.
And what it does is if you have a dual band,
Yep.
it will split out the HA and the O3 or the O3 and the S2 or whatever you have. So I was able to get the stars from the HA and the O3 split. So I was able to take it
Okay.
out. So if you see, I got HA up here. I got HA up here. Here's the HA. Here's the HA stars and the O3 stars. So when you do something like this, and I'll just play it here, and I'm wondering where it is. Give me 1 second. DB extract. Here it is. DB extract under utilities,
Yep.
and you tell if you got what kind of filter it is, what kind of camera sensor you have,
Mhm.
right? And we'll just do it again. We'll do where is it? It's under RGB auto crop. Let's say let's do the original one here. Okay, that's my HAO3 filter. And you could create an SHO palette if you want to. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
But we'll just extract it. And then hopefully it works because I'm doing this kind of like on the fly. But here you go. So RGB, then it makes your there's your HA and your O3. So now you got your HA and your O3.
Hmm.
There's your O3. So now you just pull these stars out. Here's your O3 stars. And then you do the same thing with the HA. You pull the stars
HA.
out. And then you got the HA stars. You blend them together with the SETI Astro script. And there you
Yep.
go. So you're able to kind of
Nice.
do this. It's actually pretty cool, I thought. So for those of you that are color imagers that use a dual band, you could use something like this kind of script to kind of help you out if you want to split out the HA and the O3.
It's handy.
Yeah. And it's let's see, resource again, it's manage repositories, blah, blah, blah. There we go. So it's DB extract. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick.
Okay.
So it's DB it's AstroCitas.com, I think. Nope, it is not.
Wrong.
AstroCitas. So let's see, DB. Let's see. DB extract. Come on. DB extract, Pix Insight. There it is. DB extract, where is it? Astrobin. Pix Insight. Of course, nobody's giving me the website. Yeah, that's great. It took me a while to find it. I was just looking for something to do this.
Hmm.
Here it is, DB extract. Here it is. That's it. So it's dbextract.astrocitas.com. That's the website.
Yep.
And then you just literally add this into your repository like anything else, and you could get that utility. So
Cool.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it's you know what I'll do? I'll put the website in there into the chat so people can find it. There you go. That's where it is. So you can download it, put that into your repository, and do your update just like you would do any other repository update.
Right.
Ah, 9:33. What else we got?
Let's see. So we got in the chat here.
Anybody see that image Adam Block put up on AstroBin of 1295? You know,
I
let's
want to
see.
see how much.
No, but you know what?
Is-
I stopped watching Adam Block's images because it's kind of like me watching golf. I just want to punch the TV every time I watch it. You know, I just want to literally like take my fist and slam it into my
Oh
75-inch
man.
TV because these guys that are so good should just like go away. Just go in a hole and that's it because they're too good to be doing what they're doing. Adam Block is awesome. The guy's a freaking genius. And he does such good imaging and he knows Pix Insight so well. It's kind of like
Yep.
it when I listen to him talk, it's just like God, I know nothing. I know completely zero when I listen to him talk. And that's not saying anything bad about him because I really like Adam, but it's just I know when he speaks, I'm like, oh my God, I have no idea. I didn't know what I didn't know until I didn't know what I knew. If that makes any sense,
Oh my gosh.
But he's really good, and he obviously knows his stuff. He's a Pix Insight ambassador,
He is.
and he's really good at what he does, and he has the capability of getting his hands on some of the best equipment and skies around. So I mean, it's amazing. So I might break my hand, but you know what? It might make me feel better too.
He ought to be a car salesman.
Uh,
Oh well.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting some more data on the on that project the now project that was a joke. So it
Now
tur-
it's turned into something real.
yeah, now it's turned into something real
Now.
because you know what? It just looks too good. It just looks too good to abandon. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I didn't think I was going to get it. When you teaching somebody something, something always screws up. When people are watching you, you just don't come through something. Something happens.
Yes.
This never happens before. This never happens, and it just happened. This, of course, I'm showing you something. That's why it's not happening now. So everyone has those types of situations, and that night even though that I was using a profile from Canada and my guider wouldn't settle, and my guiding numbers were a little bit higher than what I would like them with a harmonic mount,
Mhm.
and my autofocus routine was out of whack because it was my step size was set for Sesto Senso as opposed to an EAF, but you saw the stars, you saw the picture, and it looked good.
It looks good.
So and I didn't I use
So
I did do two passes on Blorex. I did a correct only and a regular. I forgot to mention that before. Um,
okay.
but other than that, everything else in the processing was exactly what I said. There was really nothing to do with it. What I spent most of my time was getting that red blue kind of balance.
Yeah.
I had a Negan moment. Why?
You wanted to, yeah. You
I
wanted
can't
to
whistle.
break Lucille out. Yeah, I can't whistle either. You had to break loose. You wanted to break Lucille out and just smash something. So yeah, you're better at that. Yeah, you're better at that than I am,
What
man. I
what
can't
was that
whistle worth
song
a
that he was
dang.
playing for poor Daryl? Easy Street. you know, it feels so neat.
Oh, so this being Friday, we are in
It's
the
Wednesday.
waning parts. Oh, is this Wednesday? Gosh,
Today's
it
Wednesday.
is Wednesday. God, it's 'cause Fridays can't come fast enough. Then, dude, I'm just way off. But it is a new moon, and with the new moon, this is where I have the most fun for me with doing LRGB and going after these dark nebulae. So now I am, especially after Tom mentioned, Adam's video, and I believe, and I did see that video, and I want to go after some serious. I want to go after some IFN. I want to put in like 30 or 40 hours. And just, have Polaris a little offset, maybe it's towards one of the corners, like maybe the upper left corner or something like that, and then just have nothing but dust to show.
Yeah.
I wish I was on retired time. Shoot.
Yeah, really?
I still got, I still got, I don't know, 18 more years to go before I can even think about something like that. Because I got 5 kids to feed and 6 to get through college.
Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody was talking about, I had a Negan moment. So I went and looked over the top 10 Negan quotes. And I just came across a couple of, I'm just like, oh my God, he is awesome. Negan is great.
Oh,
One of the best ones. They were in Alexandria and they had some lady doing the rationing or anything. He's like, I can't be the only one to notice that you got a fat lady in charge of keeping track of the rations, can I?
Oh, man.
That's great. I'm sorry. I digress.
Yes.
So,
Of course, we digress.
Yes. I love Negan. I met up with Negan at Walker Stalker.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Seeker, I'm so off of it. No, we're in the first quarter.
Yeah, it was New Moon last
This is what
week.
I'm talking about. Yeah, New Moon was last week. I am so out of it.
Well, Star Pictures Miami. Let me tell you something. So I have a rig sitting right here. It's a Carbon Star Newt from Apertura with a Sesto Senso, a Player One Poseidon mono with the chroma corrector and Optolong filters ready to go to what's his name? Falls, Bright. What was his name?
Bray Falls.
Bray Falls, down
Yep.
at Starfront. So Sean Nielsen and I are putting this kind of thing together to get thrown down there. Now the plan also is to have a second pier for our Patreon subscribers that we kind of put it together. Everybody donates a piece of equipment or something, and we put it together and we throw it down there, and we have an AstroWorld pier, and all the data will be shared with all the Patreon subscribers. So that's the next one. And the Patreon actually could pay for it easily. So if you're not a Patreon member, and again, I'm hoping that's something in 2025. It's going to take a while to put that together because now we're starting to gear up for AstroPalooza. We're starting to put the calendar together for 2025. This month, don't forget, is the last month of the calendar year. And so October will be the last month. So I'll have all the pictures by mid-November to get that all out there and print out.
Seeker, your son Carl, he shut up all my people. I fed him spaghetti.
That's great.
Oh, that's great.
That's great.
That's great.
Well, not making a decision, that's a big decision.
Oh, man.
I love Negan. Although, you know what? They ruined his character. He turned out to be such a wuss. I was so upset. So upset. Yeah. Speaking of the one eye and the Carl thing, is like, hey, you do the same damn stink eye that your dad does, except only it's half as good because you only have one eye. That's great.
Man.
I love it.
We are off the rails.
Where's the button? Where's the button? Do I even have a button? I haven't pressed the button in a long time. Does it even work anymore? I don't know. No, it does not work. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Where's the off the rails button? There it is. There we go. There it is. There we go. That's it. Finally, we haven't seen that in months.
I know.
I know. All right, so it's 9:44. What else you got? Hit that button. Little pig, little pig, little pig.
Mm-hmm.
This is Lucille, and she is awesome.
Awesome.
Oh man, what
Yes.
I just watched Dead City.
Dead
with-
City. I'm not familiar with it.
Well, it's a spinoff of with Negan and Maggie.
Oh, okay.
For The Walking Dead, and
Gotcha.
it was okay. It was all right.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
Wasn't great.
No, it wasn't great. Although
Okay.
Daryl Dixon, I like.
Okay.
He ends up in Paris somehow, and whatever. I've been in like a whole Walking Dead kind. Now I said screw it. I started watching the reboot of Doctor Who.
Okay.
I love it. I think it's great. My mother-in-law loves it. He loves it. He loves
I
it.
just ordered the entire series of the IT Crowd.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So I just ordered that. Have you turned it off and back on again?
Great. Is it plugged in?
Is it plugged in?
I
Oh,
tried to
gosh.
watch Bad Monkey, and this is the AstroWorld TV part of the show. If you haven't guessed by now,
Yes.
Bad Monkey. I tried. I really tried. I love Vince Vaughn. I think he's hilarious. Well, let me tell you something. That first episode was freaking dreadful. It was just so bad. I don't even think I got through the first episode. It was so bad. I'm sorry. I was not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan.
No.
Nothing beats him cutting off a cop's ear in Reservoir Dogs. Nothing. You want to get back to topic? Okay, Seeker, we'll get back to topic.
Yes. Let's get back to topic, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's get back to topic. So, I'm working on the Flying Dragon, and that is Sharpless 114. For those who don't know, it is at Zenith right now. I want to say it is within Cygnus or Cepheus. I want to say Cepheus.
I want to say you're right.
Yeah, it is really faint, and it's Cygnus actually. It is,
And
Cygnus.
it's all HA, right?
Yeah, no, some of it's LRGB. I mean, that was RGB rather. You
Okay.
can. It's HA. It's usually HA RGB.
HA RGB. Okay.
Yep. So right now, since we are still just in the first quarter and we haven't reached full moon yet, I'm doing as much of the RGB now as I can, because as we get closer to the full moon, I'm probably, when we get to 80%, I'm going to stop the RGB and move straight to HA, and then just go for HA for how many ever nights we can get. So, yeah, no, that's one of the things, is that it is very faint, and you definitely need to take time.
Yeah, because it's just literally like this like very small, thinned out layer of nebulosity, and it's very low surface brightness. So it's so dim that you have to put. It's not like the California Nebula, where you take a picture of it and it's like, bah, it's there, right?
Correct.
No, it's not. You'll see it. You'll see a little wispy kind of thing going on.
Because here, let me share my screen here really quick so people can get a rough idea of what we
Yeah, sure.
So, and where is it? It's on here. Okay. Here's my Fitz file. So this is HA. This is 1 5-minute HA shot. And so you can't even really make it out. You have to really come in and you
Oh my
start
God.
to
Yeah.
see the wisp of HA. You can barely make that sucker out.
And is that the whole thing right there?
Yeah, pretty
Oh no, I see the no, I
much.
see the main part of the wing at like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah. So you've got you've got here, it's upside down because you've got up here is one of the wings, and then there's another one that goes about this way.
Yeah, that's what I see.
But that sucker is it is so doggone faint. So I'm gonna have to put in
A lot of HA time.
it's a lot of HA time. I'm thinking at least maybe 24 to 36 hours,
Wow.
maybe 36. That I'm gonna have to put in on that, because there is also, it's also considered a a bright nebula, because it's part of Lens bright nebula catalog, as well as a sharpless object. It's LBN 347 is what I've got for my info for learning that. But yeah, it is. This is what I like. I love the challenges of these types of images, and these types of shots. That's what keeps me going when it comes to um, this hobby and this lifestyle, is going after the challenging ones, the fainter ones. And globs are great, and open star clusters are great, but going after these deep sky faint objects is what gets me going, motivates me to keep moving into this, moving along this hobby.
Yep, absolutely. It's always that hole in one you're going after, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You can't fix the colors on the HA normally in that image. You can fix the colors.
You make them redder or oranger.
Yeah,
or
you can make
like
them
that.
a little red or orange or stuff like that. Yeah.
It's the chicks that made me get into Astro. That telescope is a chick
Why
magnet.
don't you do longer than 5? Why don't I do longer than 5 minutes? Stretch it out. One, it's a little bit because of my mount. It is an older mount, and it has gone through a little bit, a little bit of issues and stuff like that. And I tend to get the tightest stars, and with my longest exposure being around 5 minutes, and I just keep adding on. It doesn't. You can go a 10-minute exposure, sure, but you really don't have to. It's really all about just the time. I could do I could do 24 hours of 10-minute exposures just as easily as I can do 24 hours of 5-minute exposures, and I'm still going to pretty much get the same result.
Yeah, I guess so. But there is something to be said about noise swamping and signal. So I mean, the more of a longer image you can take, the more signal to noise ratio you're going to have. And depending on your camera and the sensor, there's a swamp factor in there to get so much signal that you don't even have to worry about, let's say, darks. you you could, if you could swamp the noise level 20 times, then.
And I really don't even, with the 2600 or the 533, I haven't used darks. Period.
I have
use
that picture that you saw of me with the veil. No darks, just flats.
Yeah, it's flats.
Just flats.
Exactly, just flats. That's all I've used.
Yep.
So, Yes,
Yeah.
you can get a better signal to noise.
Yep.
Absolutely. There's no doubt. I will not dispute that. The longer you expose, of course, you're going to get, a much more signal. And but stacking them, that noise is going to get reduced the more you stack, of course. But I'm just saying, this me personally, and just with my equipment right now,
That's where you're at.
and
That's
I
your
could.
limitation.
That's where I'm at. That's where I
Mm.
think my limit's at. I could try 600, and I can see where it goes and see where if I start trailing, and if it behaves itself, then great. Then yeah, maybe I could. But
But you got to
right
keep
now,
into account some other things. Like for me, I can't go more than 3 minutes on an EQ8.
mhm,
And there's one reason and one reason only. I'm
your
in the middle
skies.
of the flight path of 3 major airports.
Yeah, your skies.
For me to go over 3 minutes, to me to throw away a 10-minute or two 10 minutes or three 10-minute exposures, I could do 10 minutes on my EQ8, no problem.
Yeah,
Not a
absolutely.
problem. I'm on a pier. I'm on an EQ8. I'm not the RH, but I'm on a regular EQ8, and I'm not overbearing the mount. And I'm really good at acquisition, not so good at processing. But I could get really good data. But my problem is I'm right in the middle of the flight path of JFK, LaGuardia, and MacArthur Airport, and they're
Mhm.
all international airports, and I am right smack in the middle of it. So for me to get rid of a 10-minute exposure or more than one 10-minute exposure, I would rather get rid of a 3-minute exposure or
Exposure.
2-minute exposure than a 10-minute, which takes, you know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
one of the things that you got to keep into account, and it sucks that we have to, but I'm sorry, no amount of rejection is going to get rid of a 757 at
Right.
2,000 feet when it's coming in for a landing.
Yeah. So you got a couple questions here.
Yeah.
Now, how many types of images can you get other than flats on the DSLR? When you're working with a DSLR, it's a little different. You need to do not only just your images, which are called your light frames. You have to do calibration frames,
Mhm.
which are your darks, your bias, and your flats. And that helps deal with the read noise. Um, your bias frames, you're going to take very short, very, very short, like almost like tenth
No,
of a
it's
second
well
type.
less than that even. You're gonna take it
Yeah, even less than
as
that.
fast as your
Fast as you
sensor
possibly
can
can.
go.
Yeah, as
So
fast as
if
your
it's
sensor can
point
go.
zero, some actual sensors, if you put
Hmm.
zero on, some actually camera models, not sensors. Some camera models, if you put zero in there, it will default to its fastest position. So that
Fastest
could be
position.
0.0001 of a
Right.
second.
Yep. Yeah, of a second. So you're going to need those because that will, cancel out the noise to your darks. Okay. Then you're going to need to also do flats. And this is one of those things where you definitely want to check out um, a lot of the, like, say, Astro Backyard, a lot of the old school, the older, what am I trying to say? Websites and YouTube pages and stuff like that, because you're going to have to do flats, which and what's the max exposure on a DSLR? You can set it up for a max on a DSLR as long as your mount, if you have a mount that
That's
can
it.
track properly and
It's
can
not about the
guide, and
camera,
you're
it's about the
fully,
mount.
it's not about it's about the mount. It's not about the camera, it's about the mount. As long as you have the amount that can track well, you have it well polar aligned, and you are guiding and you're guiding well, which is usually an arc second or lower. As long as you're there in your
Arc minute,
in
right?
your
Arc
stars,
minute.
arc minute. Thank you, arc minute.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
As long as your stars remain round, okay, that's the key. As long as those stars remained, the eccentricity or the round or the shape, as long as they don't turn into looking like eggs, your eccentricity, don't start looking like eggs, your stars. When they look like stars, you can go for as long as you want.
As you can.
And as you can, it just depends on your skies. If you're in, like with Dan here, if he's in a flight, you're in a flight path of a bunch of of airports and stuff like that. But if you've got dark skies, you can go for it. You can do 20-minute, you can do 30-minute, whatever, however long you want.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to your point, I mean, you got to take into consideration your seeing as well. So
Yes.
your atmospheric seeing can play a big part in your tracking. If you got a violent atmosphere, your tracking may be shot because the star is moving so much that you can't make adjustments fast enough. So you got, harmonic mounts love shorter exposure times on the guide camera. So 1 second is not out of the realm of craziness. Usually with your regular mounts, you're doing 2 to 3. But with harmonic mounts love to get the data quick because it can make the changes a lot faster. So you need to take into account your seeing too. So that's a big deal.
Yes.
The next question was, what program do you use for EM?
What do you use for them?
For
Well, with the DSLR.
what program do you use for them? Oh, I thought it was
like
for
I said,
EM.
you have a DSLR. I would, like I said, take a look at the ASI Air. It's a mini computer that will pretty much do everything that you want for you need. It'll do your plate solving, it will do your guiding, your auto guiding. You can frame up your targets, you can select targets. It has a small planetarium, it has a small set of small planetarium in there where it has a lot of different targets you can choose from. They're mostly NGC, Messier. I think they may have some Sharpless, but I think it's
Not many.
mostly NGC.
They're building their
They're
catalog.
building their catalog, but you can spend $200. You can spend basically $200 and get an ASI Air Mini, right? And you can go, or you can spend, and that's $200, or you can spend, I think it's $300, and just go ahead and get the slightly larger and ASI Air, which also has more storage capacity.
It does.
But that it's easy. It'll set you up. You can use a DSLR with them, and there's lots of DSLRs that are supported. Nikon and Canon. I don't think they can support Sony yet.
I don't know.
But
I don't think so.
Nikon and Canon's for sure. And they look like this guy. They look like this. This
Little
is
red
an
box.
ASI Air. This is a little red box. This is an older series. This is the Pro. And definitely I would say personally, spend the extra money and get the ASI Air 32 gig.
No, I don't even think they do the 32 anymore. I think it's just 256 now.
The 256 now?
Yeah.
Okay. And spend the extra $100, get it. And there are a lot of YouTube videos out there. But it will do so much for you getting started with astrophotography. You can utilize the GTI. You can hook up the GTI to it. And you can, because the GTI, that is a go-to, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Skywatcher full go-to. Yep.
Okay. So it's a full go-to. It will slew to your target. Then you can set up the camera. You have to set it to bulb, I believe. Bulb
Yeah,
or
you do.
manual.
Mostly bulb.
Mostly bulb. And then once you have your camera set to bulb, you have to switch it to bulb. It'll open up the sensor, and then you can go for it. You can start taking some pictures.
Just be aware, and I know this is a caveat, and I know I'm going to pee on somebody's parade here with the CWO stuff, but just be aware if you are to get any other peripherals that you may want, such as guide cameras or anything else, you are stuck with ZWO.
You are stuck with ZWO.
Not with mounts, not with DSLRs, but with anything else, focusers, guide cams, anything else, you have to get ZWO.
Focusers,
yep.
guide cameras.
There you go.
Little pucks, stuff like
Yep.
that, you have to buy ZWO because you will go into the ZWO framework. You will be part of the ZWO family if you are
Or
utilizing anything.
Or dictatorship, depends on which way you look at it. Hey, listen, ZWO does a great job of making their astrophotography accessible to everybody, and they do it at a price point that a lot of people can jump in. And you know what? I am in the process of getting rid of all my ZWO stuff. I don't have much left. But I like being. I have to test certain things, being a dealer in certain products, so I need to be able to speak to a multitude of different products. So I did my ZWO stint. I learned it. I got into it. Eric is way more of a lot more knowledgeable on the ZWO products than I am.
Because I started out on it.
And you're still using it. You're still using it.
I'm still using a lot of ZWO products.
Even though you're coming to the dark side, so you come into the and you know what, and a lot of people, if you take a look at the cameras at Starfront, I can't tell you how many ASIRs are in the buildings. I mean, it's amazing how many are still there. People are paying $199 or $299 a month on a pier with their equipment down in Texas, being run by a $200 computer.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm sending my Eagle 4 down there with the Carbon Star and everything. So I'm still testing some things, but if you think about it, it's only acquisition anyway. You're you're downloading it and you're gonna be processing those images on your computer at home. You're not gonna be processing them at Starfront. So it's only for acquisition. So yes, check out my store.
Check the store. Check out
AstroWorldTelescopes.com. And if I don't have, speaking of which, coming soon to AstroWorld Telescope, Founder Optics is coming to AstroWorld Telescopes.
Oh, cool.
So Founder Optics is coming. I just got the word out. Actually, they actually emailed me. I wasn't even looking for them. They emailed me, which is nice. No, you don't. Do you really have a sea star at Starfront?
I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly would not be surprised.
I want to know if that's true and I want to know what you're getting. I mean, I really. I want to know if he's serious because I don't know if there's many. I know I saw one or two on the videos, but hey, for $500 for the scope with everything all set in a dark sky, it's probably pretty cool, actually.
Probably really cool.
Yeah.
So.
And I want to know how they did they put it on a pier? He is serious. Did they put it on a pier? Are you still all DAS? I mean, I'm just curious to see how you're set up there.
That's really something.
That's pretty cool, actually.
It is.
He's like, yes, it's true. It's true.
It's true. It's true. That's pretty crazy, but awesome.
Yeah, man. It's worth it for $200 a month.
I was over at Sam's Club, and they had the dwarf for
the dwarf.
$400.
Is that the 2 or the 3?
I want to say it was the 3.
Okay.
It may have been the 2, but I think it was the 3. I think it was like for $400 too. And I was very curious.
Yeah.
Really contemplating really hard on just getting that little guy.
Oh, I could get you dwarfs.
So
I have dwarf 2s. I got dwarf 3s.
Yeah. It was like, oh man. He says he is on a pier with
the Mac Mini. Interesting.
Very, very interesting.
If you have any pictures of your Sea Star, I'm sure you do. I'd be very curious to see if you could dump them into. If you go to AstroWorldWeb.com and go to the pictures of the week, and then go to critique. If you could dump it into the critique folder, I'd love to see them.
I'd love to see them.
Yeah.
Same here. Same here. So, all right. Well, we are just a little after 10.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Time to have my chocolate mousse cake.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great show. You know, so we're gearing
Yes.
up AstroPalooza, and believe it or not, NEAF, we're gearing up for NEAF 6 months early. It's going to be an interesting year. I'm telling you, this will be our third NEAF,
Yes. A third one.
and hopefully Eric won't have a cane this year.
No. No cane this year.
I felt so
No
bad for
cane
you
this
last
year.
year, man. You were in
It
so
was
much
rough,
pain.
man. That sciatica, it's
I
no joke.
I was so proud of you, man, you know, for making it. I was like, because everybody freaking bailed on me that year. Everybody
Everybody
that
did.
said that they were going to come and work left.
Yep. No.
Left, with the exception of you and my buddy Chris, who was taking
Jackie, and hey, Jackie was
well,
helping.
Jackie came in at the end.
Yeah. She helped.
Matt hung out
was
a lot.
there, hung out with us. Yes.
You know, it was just, I'm trying to get Pete Myers to come this year.
Okay.
So we'll see. How close can you have the piers if you're rocking a bank of sea stars? Oh man, you can have them right next to each other.
Oh yeah. No
The
problem.
pier probably takes up more width than the sea star.
Exactly. Hey, Scott.
Scott, what's up?
I mean, whoa. I was like, hey.
Oh, shoot.
No kidding.
Scott C. Haven't seen you in a long time, man. Miss you, brother, man.
Yes.
How does the process work? If when I start imaging, how do I send pics to the site? Okay, so if you go to astroweb.com and go under contests, you go to if you're entering picture of the week, if the link is open, then you could click on it and it'll point you to a Google Drive. If you want us just to see some of your pictures, you go to critique my image, click on that, and then you could drop it in a different Google folder, which is a critique, which is stuff that we could look at. We usually do it on Friday nights. Wednesday nights we have guests sometimes. So
yep. So let's see here. Let me bring this up really quick.
I have been having a hoot with the Sea Star. Everyone's having a hoot with the Sea Star.
Oh yeah. But here we go. Share my screen.
What are you sharing?
Okay. So here's our website.
Oh, all right,
so under images, there is critique my Astro image. So you can drop in your photo here. So you go to so you just go to their link to that link behind this, and down at the bottom here there is a button. You will just click on that, and you can send us your image. Now, one thing I will definitely recommend to you, Seeker, is as you're doing this, definitely learn about calibration frames, because those calibration frames are very, very important. They help deal with the noise. Let me stop doing this. They deal with the noise, your thermal noise, your read noise, dust motes. That's when you're using your flats to help negate those little imperfections like the dust motes and stuff like that. So it is very, very important to utilize those and to take those. I would also recommend, since you're using a DSLR, perhaps if you want to do your flat calibration frames, a lot of people do there's people who still do sky flats, which is they will do their flats with a t-shirt they'll put a t-shirt over their lens, and then they'll aim it to a perch, not directly at the sun, but they'll aim it, maybe north, just get some brightness, and you can then take your flats. Just keep an eye on your histogram. Your histogram is very, very, very important, because there are lots of things you're going to have to learn about and stuff like this. But your histograms should always, you should target to be best towards the peak to be towards the middle of your histogram.
Yep.
Okay. You want to have it, if if you have that histogram and it's all in blocks and stuff like that, you want that peak in the middle, stuff like that. That would be the best way I can tell you to do flats. Aim for the middle of the histogram.
Yeah, and then not only that, Eric. I mean, if you have a remote, it's always a good idea to diffuse the light, like you said, with a T-shirt or
Yes.
something like that. But when you're in a remote observatory, like at Starfront, you have so many cloudless nights over there. From what I'm seeing, being on the Discord channel, I'm all over that Discord channel like white on rice. It's crazy, but people don't diffuse the light at all because they don't have to. They literally just point towards a cloudless part of the sky at dusk, and they sit there and they just do sky flats.
Yeah.
And they aim for that 30 to 50 or 30 to 60% of your histogram. And depending on your sensor, you may have to do 30%, you may have to do 40, you may have to do it. Depends on what works for your
Depends on
image
what
train.
works for you.
Yeah, so very important to kind of know what ADU you're looking for as far as your flats are concerned.
Yeah.
Usually it's about half. Half usually works for many people. But like I'm finding more and more with my QHY 268, I'm finding that closer to 40% actually works even better.
Now with a DSLR, since we're talking a DSLR, that's why I was recommending the 50% is probably going to be fine.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
DSLR. When you get more into Astro cameras, that's when things may be a little bit different, because of the types of sensors that we use with our dedicated Astro cameras. But if you're just using a Canon or a Nikon DSLR, just make sure you have that histogram up and you're watching it and you take some test shots.
Yep.
And then you just keep an eye on the histogram and let it inch over towards that middle, and you just add on another second or half a second or whatever you need to do, or even a tenth of a second, whatever you have to do to increase that exposure to get to the middle, your peak to the middle of that histogram. And once you're there, take like 30 of them, 30 to 50 of them. And then when you have that, then you put the cover, you can put the dust cap on, take 50 to 100 bias frames. You go to your fastest speed, take a bunch of those. Also, with using a DSLR, one thing you will have to do, and I recommend you probably need to think about this and plan this a bit more. They say you should take your dark frames at as close to the same temperature as you're taking your actual photographs, your light frames. So if you are taking, say, 3-minute, 5-minute, 10-minute, whatever, if you're taking that number, of exposure, that exposure time, you have to take the same exposure time for your darks. So it's best to do that, in my opinion, to try to do that at the start, when you're at either at like astronomical dusk. Do that as dark as you can. So you do that at dusk, you put the cap on and all that stuff, and you take that maybe first, take 30 of them, then take the cap off, or you can even do your bias frames at the same time. Do your biases and your darks right then and there. Just have them stored away. Then go ahead and do your lights. Do your actual images. Slew to wherever you want to slew to. Take your actual photos, how many ever you want. Then the next morning, you get up. Sometimes you have to get up at dusk. I mean, at dawn, or just around dawn. Get that towel or that T-shirt over. Aim to a nice area of the sky that you don't want to go towards the sun. just a nice area of the sky, maybe even facing north still. Take 30 of those. Just keep an eye on a histogram, like I said. Then once that's done, then you're in the ballpark. You're starting to get where you need to go. And then from there, consider software like Deep Sky Stacker, which is free
Yep.
to stack your images and stuff like that, and start learning how to process
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah. And to your point, Ross, yeah, Peter Zelenka.
Peter Zelinsky has some a lot of really good
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah. Peter Zelenka is definitely really, really good. A lot of people, don't forget our buddy Ben. Ben over at the Narrowband channel.
At the Narrowband channel.
Does a lot of good DSLR stuff. Even Trevor does a lot. That's how he cut his teeth on DSLR. So there's a lot of good information, a lot of good tutorials out there regarding DSLR photography. Another thing you may want to think about getting into is just getting a small tracking mount like a Move Shoot Move or even the GTI or something like that. If you want something that can carry a little bit more weight.
Yeah. And then at some point, whenever you're ready, then you can reach out to us, or you can even go into the Discord. You can have chats with us when you're ready to take the next step on getting the mount, because the mount is the heart of everything. It doesn't matter what telescopes or cameras or anything else you buy. If that mount doesn't do the job you need it to do or expect it to do, you're not gonna enjoy astrophotography.
Nope. You'll be so frustrated. It'll become a thing of the past.
It'll turn you off.
Yep.
The mount is the biggest investment that I think a person should make when they're starting out. Make an investment, the best one you can afford, whatever's in your budget, and go for it.
Get everything wrap around the mount. Wrap around the mount. Mount. It's like getting a I'm going to spend $40,000. $40,000. $100,000 on a Porsche, but I'm going to get the crappiest tires I can freaking get at the place down the block that's bald and good, but I just want to spend $50 on a tire.
Yeah.
So, you don't want to do that. You don't want to have an awesome scope like an Esprit, or like a really nice astrophysics, and then all of a sudden you're going to put it on like an EQM35, which is a good mount, but isn't suitable for those scopes. You know what I mean? It's just not suitable for it. So you want to make sure that you get the mount that you're going to be able to grow with. You don't want to be stuck at 11 pounds, but if that's where you're going to be and that's where you're going to end up, stay there. Get the 11-pound payload. You'll be fine. It's a beautiful mount. The GTI is completely awesome, and it does great tracking. All these 11-pound mounts are fine. Then you get up to the AVXs. You get up to the EQ6Rs, and then you get up to the harmonics. It's an evolution of what you kind of want to do. But try and think about where you want to be. If you think about it, when you're thinking about it to yourself, be honest with yourself and say, am I really going to stick with this for the next 2 to 3 years? And if I am, then you know what? I'm going to give this a 2 to 3 year run. Do I want to spend $800 on a mount that I'm going to have to upgrade in a year? Or do I want to spend $1,200 on a mount that'll last me 3? So you just want to kind of think about that. Buy once, cry once. That's what we always talk about. Buy once, cry once. But you got to be dreadfully honest with you. If you know yourself, right? If you know yourself, and if some things go wrong and you get pissed off because things go wrong, this isn't the thing for you. I'm telling you right now, because things do go wrong, and there is a learning curve. But once you get over that, it's so rewarding that it's unbelievable. You take the great picture like the rotten fish, like Eric did, or you take the picture that I took in 90 minutes of the Vale complex. I mean, it's just so kind of cool when things kind of come together, and just make sure you have the capability to do what your vision is.
Yep.
That's
okay. Yeah, but. Hey, we're gonna hop off. At least I'm gonna hop off.
Oh, Eric's calling the show. Cool. Oh, awesome. We can keep on going.
I'm I'm imaging here, and I'm
That's
got to
cool.
get ready to. I got to go flip and make sure everything is all good because with this sucker pointing at zenith, you got to make sure
Yep.
that you don't end up, the dome doesn't end up blocking your shots. So.
Yeah. Well, all right, cool. So, final thoughts, Eric? Go ahead.
No, again, Seeker, if you do have any questions, definitely utilize our Discord
Yep.
server. Discord, use that as a definite good resource. To everybody else, enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you guys Friday. For those that are watching us in Florida, who are affected by the hurricane, God bless, Godspeed. Hope you guys get through it well and persevere through this. And other than that, clear skies, everybody. We'll see you on Friday.
Awesome. All right, everybody, have a great night. If you want, rewind it about an hour and take a look at the guest list for AstroPalooza 3 coming to a YouTube channel near you in the first week in December of this year. And don't forget, on Friday night, we also have our giveaways. If you're not involved in our giveaways, go to astroweb.com. Go into giveaways, sign up for all the ones you want, because next week we're giving away our final copy of Chris Lynn Tott's Accidental Astronomy. Plus, we're giving away more Masters of Pix Insight stuff and all the usual suspects. So, thank you, everybody, for coming on the show. It's been great. Jackie, Tom, Ross, Scott, great to see you again. I'm glad you're back. Miss you, buddy. And Newman, I didn't say Newman all night. I saw him and said, hello, Newman. And, great night. Great show, great topics of conversation, and I'm glad we didn't go too much off the rails tonight. So, have a great night, everybody. See you in a couple days. And remember, as always, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you Friday. Take care.
Take care, everybody.